Yo, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, hitting you off with a studio production video where you know this is your channel, where all gamers' voices are heard. With your boy Jay, always dropping the word. Keeping them other gaming YouTubers like, what you heard? And where you always know, we always keep it all the way real. So what's going on, everybody? I just wanted to welcome you all to my new Anthem series where I cover all the Anthem related stories, news, and speculation. I think Anthem, for a lot of us, will be the true experience that we all wish we could have had in Destiny. Anthem will be a game that we don't have to worry about another company trying to hold us back in regards to technology or just the game specs, or even try to have a developer appeal to just the lowest common denominator. We can know and rely on the fact that Anthem is going to be unleashing the true powers and capabilities of what the Xbox X can do, and that it will be built from the ground up with the Xbox X in mind. I think Anthem is a game that all Xbox gamers especially can be proud of and excited for. I want to take the time to analyze Anthem's trailer and info that we have so far, so I can piece together the world of what Anthem is and what it will be. So buckle your seatbelts, it's time to delve into the world of Anthem.
Alright, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
So I wanted to break this video up into 8 individual parts of Anthem that I think I wanted to focus on to illustrate what the world of Anthem will be like. And those 8 individual parts will be interactive storytelling, social gameplay, visual fidelity, live services, weapons and gear, customization, mission types, and enemy types. So we're going to first start off with interactive storytelling. So interactive storytelling is all about a world where the game is shaped around your choices and decisions and actions. It appears that Anthem is adopting a revolutionary model of storytelling where you interact with your environment within a story, and the story shapes itself around your actions. Do you help out a friend on their mission, or do you decide to continue on with your own? We see a little bit of that here in this trailer, where I slow everything down so you can see how this mission seamlessly fits within the story. As you can see now, this mission coming up here is one that you could just take and it all works seamlessly. It's built right into the environment where you could just seamlessly go from one transition to another. And that's the difference. And since the world is constantly changing and is dynamic, the missions will vary and change depending on what's happening in the world. It seems to be a very ambitious, continuous open world that Anthem is gunning for. And I'm loving this type of story-based, seamless mission transition. This is one thing I'm really looking forward in Anthem. It's really going to be a huge game changer in how we interact with the world around us. So the next part of this I wanted to dig into is social gameplay. So we know that the world of Anthem is going to be a very dangerous place. So it makes sense that you may want to, have some friends to watch your back. Anthem appears to be taking that to a whole nother level with seamless, easy drop in and drop out interactive mechanics that we see a little bit of here. Now, some of you may be thinking, wait a minute, we've had drop in and drop out in games today. No. What I'm talking about is how they seamlessly drop into the environment of where you at. Remember when we had Destiny, when it was showing those commercials at first, where a guardian would come by in a ship and then they would just teleport from the ship down to where you're playing on Earth? And we thought, oh, that was so cool how it just seamlessly just teleports from the ship down to the mission. Well, no, we found out later it doesn't happen like that. You can't seamlessly do any of that. And as you can see in this game, you could seamlessly drop into the environment just as what we would have always wanted in Destiny, but we never got. So that's what I mean by seamless drop in. And another thing to this is that we're going to be able to communicate with people in ways that we've never been able to communicate before, because Anthem is another part of this social gameplay, is allowing gamers to actually be able to just have voice dialogue within the environment. So that means, unlike Destiny, where you have to try to message someone and get to talk to them into a chat, well, there's just going to be open dialogue where you could just talk to people in your environment as they're in your environment naturally, as you just would just talk going out somewhere and talking to someone. So, and of course there's going to be functions where you could turn that on or off, or customize it to your preference. But the thing is having a dialogue in a social interaction with other gamers in a open and immersed way that has not been done like this before in other games that we've seen on console. And that's what I'm really excited for. So that wraps up social gameplay. The next one I want to dig into is visual fidelity. Oh man. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a representation of what I mean in visual fidelity. From what we can tell from so far from Anthem, Anthem is going to showcase the stunning visuals of the graphic fidelity of all the power of what the Xbox X can do and what it can command. Graphics as well as physics. So remember, physics is going to play a big part in this too, when you're seeing how the world interacts with you in such a realistic way. The physics in this is gonna be unparalleled to any game that we've seen. And I'm gonna show you a representation of that. So again here, I'm gonna slow everything down to let you take in the visual awe that Anthem really is, and show you the physics of what I mean by physics that's unparalleled. As you can see, as you're diving into the water, you got fishes going, everything is acting as it should. You even see a mission marker come up, letting you see yet again that seamless mission transition that I was talking about with the world itself. And you're gonna see these bullets, just look how they move as each individual bullet pierces the water. You can see the physics on each individual bullet that's piercing the water. That's something like type of level of detail we've never really seen before. And this is what I mean by the level of visual detail and fidelity that's going to be placed in this game. This is on a level where we've never seen it before. And I mean, this is the type of stuff that even PC guys got to give it up for. To have a game like this running on the Xbox X is just incredible. And not to mention, you can rest assured that Xbox's X 9 gigabytes of RAM will be in full utilization on this game and on full display, which will be allowing for a smooth and realistic exploration throughout this beautiful world. And that's what I'm excited for. We're starting to see Microsoft's plan when it comes to their console, how they're putting everything together. And I'm really excited about that. Now, the next thing I wanted to dig into is live services. So we know games like Grand Theft Auto 5, The Witcher is having DLC allowing for the game story to continuously develop and move forward, and for us to have more features be added, more modes be added, and a host of other things that would allow us to continue to play the game and enjoy the game and have new additions to the game. And that seems to be the model that this is following. I'm really excited that they're going to be following a 10-year model, which is really exciting because that tells you that this game is going to really be supported for a long time to come. And this is going to be a game that we're going to be putting thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours in. Really, honestly, for me, this is that feeling like what I had when I was excited about Destiny for the first time, to the 10th power. I mean, I just can't say enough about the potential in this game. And from what we're seeing so far when it comes to how they're supporting the game, I'm really excited about the aspects of the future. So the next thing I wanted to dig into is, man, one of my favorite parts: weapons, gear, and customization. So we know in Anthem, it's going to be a unparalleled level of weapons, gear, and customization. I'm going to go ahead and break this down for you guys. Okay, so, right so far, we only seen a small number of weapons. And we've also seen the suits themselves. I'm going to dig into that as well. But in regards to weapons themselves, we only seen a small number of them. I'm going to go ahead and pop up a weapon on the screen and slow it down so we can talk about that. Now, for a lot of us, this is a big part of why we play the game, is the pursuit of weapons and gear and becoming more powerful. And it looks like in Anthem, there's not going to have to be a need to run back to the tower to try to decrypt the engram. It looks like you're going to seamlessly be able to grab your weapon, be able to utilize it, and then go from there. So we can see here a Jara's Wrath weapon, which is a legendary weapon. So like I've said, it looks like we're going to have a legendary, most likely exotic system where we have tier systems of weapons. I'm really excited because, as you can see, this weapon here is a level 35 and it's a Volt rifle, which I'm sure there's going to be many different variations of weapons. I'm really excited to see how many different types of weapons that they're going to have in the game. This is just a representation that there is going to be a tier system. There is going to be a weapon system. And from what we've seen so far with the weapons, and when it comes to the javelin suits themselves, it's going to be very diverse when it comes to the weapons. So I'm really excited to see how this shapes up, and I'm really excited how just seamless it is. Now, getting more depth into the weaponry, Anthem has already confirmed that the javelin suits, and we can already see it right here, that the javelin suits themselves will have weapons on them along with our weapons that we pick up that we can customize. Now you can see this grenade launcher type weapon that just rains down terror on these enemies, and these are added weapons on our javelin suits that would allow us to further customize our weaponry. You see here, this is like a lock-on targeting system for just a volley of missile strikes that just obliterates everything. What I like in this is that, as you can see, everything is seamless. How the weapons work themselves, the mechanics of how the weapons are utilized is all seamlessly within the gameplay. You don't see that in Destiny. You don't see that level of detail. You don't see that level of seamlessness. Destiny was more like an arcade game when it came to that. It wasn't as seamless. And that's what I'm really excited for in this game, is that when it comes to weapons and when it comes to customization for our suits, we're going to see a whole host of different options that we can utilize and use, and all these things are going to be seamless. As you can see here, another representation of drop in, drop out, and these characters all are exhibiting different ability traits of their exosuits. So I'm really excited about that and how that's going to play into the way that we customize our different ability traits, and it looks like there's going to be even a electricity and a fire and even an ice ability traits that we can put on our javelins, which just increases the customizability. I love customizing and tinkering with my character to get it just how I like it to fit whatever scenario that I want to fit. There's another hint that you will be able to change different ability types on the fly. So no more where you have to go press start and go into a menu, and no, there will be presets where you can change your ability traits. So this is shaping up to be the type of game that we've always could have dreamed for and always could have wanted, and I'm really excited about that aspect. So the next thing I wanted to go ahead and dig into is mission types. Now, we've already seen how immersive mission types really are and how they work seamlessly within the environment. You got to remember, you are a freelancer and you're one of those brave souls that's willing to venture out into the unknown, and a big part of that is just adventure. And I love how they made the missions just be seamless and allowing you to just explore, because you know how it is, man. We get into stuff and then your mind just might completely change depending on what's going on. And I love that we don't have to be locked into any particular mission. We could just go and explore and just, you know, get into the things that we want to get into at that time and not feel like, well, now I'm stuck into this mission, I guess I gotta go ahead and see this whole thing through. And I love that because that's so realistic to life, man. In life, things happen. Missions don't always turn out to how they're supposed to. And I love that dynamic ability to be able to change depending on what's happening in the world. And that really makes me excited about how they're laying out their mission types. Okay, so for me, man, the next one would be enemy type. So as we can see, as this big old mofo right here is dropping down, creating all these beautiful particle effects and smoke, that there's going to be all types of different enemies that we're going to be encountering in the world of Anthem, and you're just going to have to be ready for whatever comes, man. And this is a really exciting aspect to think about because it puts you in a situation where, man, you don't know what you're going to be hit with. One thing that I really didn't like about Destiny is that, man, you basically, the enemies were all timed. They just came out like you knew they were going to come out, where they were going to come out, and you even knew the timing of when they were going to come. You could just sit there and watch them, and they came out like an arcade game. And that really cut down the immersiveness of the game. It really made the game, you know, it cut you out of that feeling that it was realistic. It just felt like, okay, well, I know said enemies are going to come out at said time, so just kill them, rinse and repeat. It was just really one of those things where it was just so, after a while, it just got so repetitive that you just seen the same enemies come out at the same place at the same time, and it was just, it really cut down on the experience of the game because it just became so repetitive, and you just knew the whole mission and everything was going to happen before it even happened because you've seen it a million times. So I really like how they're changing the enemy structure, where they're allowing for enemies to be dynamic and come naturally in their environment, and you don't know what's going to go down. You don't know how it's going to happen. So I'm really excited about that aspect as well. And for me, that's going to wrap it up for this series. And I just wanted to, you know, hit me up and tell me what you guys think, man. That's it for my Anthem series. Look forward to episode 2. All right, man. Until the next time, I'm gone.
See you on the other side.
This is Jay. I'm always keeping it real, and I'm gone.